so explain to me the mess at the vet you were talking about.
Well, I noticed her nails were long, so I asked her owners, and they said they have never tried. However, they said she gives the vet a really hard time. So I thought it would be good to do a nail session
and stuff.
Yeah.
Or she's not biting, right?
I don't think she's biting. By the way they worded it, I don't think they're in the room with her.
Well, you know my nature.
But judging by how long they are, it would be good to do a session. We were gonna go off property today, but it's like 30-mile-an-hour winds. So I was trying to think of some indoor stuff we could do. And you know, if you can do your dog's nails with no fuss, it's a pretty good sign of your leadership, right? Which correlates directly to her walk. So if you're not able to clip her nails and have her hold still, even though she may not want to, I can almost guarantee you she's barking and lunging on the walk as well. Because it's all connected. She's choosing when to listen. So we're just kind of desensitizing her to the noise. You know, some dogs, when you turn on the dremel, they run away. Now, keep in mind, we're over halfway through her program, so we do have a really good relationship built off of trust and respect. If we did this day one, she might have said, no way, I'm out of here, and ran away. But by now, she trusts us, and she also respects us. So let's see what happens when we take her paw. She's definitely politely saying, like, I'd rather not. Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some paws are generally more difficult.
Good. This is good. See, there's where she draws the line. And that's the other end of the Dremel. That's not even the sandpaper. It's just the vibration. So, you know, they all get to a point where they say, you know what, here's where I draw the line. No more. And we just work them through it. Because remember, now we have a way to disagree. So anytime she's pulling her paw away or leaving, e-collar is turning on. So she's going to be motivated to keep that e-collar off. The dremeling of the nail will actually be a relief to her. And she'll realize it doesn't even hurt to begin with.
Good girl.
Good. So she'll say, okay, I'm going to choose to lay here because it's actually a relief. Versus when I fight it, the e-collar turns on. So there's contrast now. And she's getting praise. I think before, you know, if you guys are having it done at the vet, what I think is probably happening is they're probably getting as many people as they can to physically hold her down and hoping for the best, which doesn't do anything for behavior or relationship.
I mean, it does harm.
It actually makes it worse.
So that's restraining.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
restraining, and we're going to do training. And that's the easy way because they rhyme. You can remember that. So I'm not going to force her physically to stay, as you can see.
Yeah.
She's keeping herself here. I will give her a consequence for running away, and she knows that, so she stays, right? This is her going to face her fear. Okay? So we have...
Good.
Give them a hard time. I was wondering if that meant she's going to bite. That's the first time she don't do that.
Nice job.
Yeah, a lot of dogs will bite over this.
Oh yeah. Because it's like they feel backed into a corner. And they might think that biting is their last resort to get out of the situation. So she's choosing flight first.
Yes, and that's a correction that's getting her to come back.
So once flight stops working, then they'll usually try a bite.
If I didn't have a little training under her belt, like in the way to correct, she would just be in the other room.
Yeah.
She would just be away
Just
from
flee
it.
the situation, yeah.
Exactly. But you see her doing that, like,
This is good for her.
there's no, so right here she's realizing this is less worrisome than the correction for
Yes.
this for non-compliance. And now she's like, oh, I only got one thing to worry about in this world. And
Because that's what she wouldn't let you do 5 minutes ago.
Right. So this is how you get a dog over the fear. Is if you can become leader and do this, the only thing they have to worry about is you, not anything else. And so she's starting to realize the real thing she needs to worry about is me. That's what I'm trying to get her to do. This is nothing. But not listening to me will be more of a consequence than doing your nails. And that's what gets them over. And then now I get to prove to her, because she's not withdrawn, that there's nothing.
Nothing hurting.
And so the belief will be like, oh, this is no big deal. As we do it. Good deal. Good girl.
Oh, good girl. She loves her praise. And this dog loves to cuddle. That's the ultimate reward.
Honey girl. My goodness gracious.
Using your leg as a pillow.
See, look at that. Using a good girl. Good. Now I would start doing my own nails, so you'll hear the noise. And this usually can trip them out a little bit where they think I'm doing their nail. See that little jerk that she did? She caught herself. Good. So this is me proving to her that it doesn't hurt. It's not a danger, right? Being able to hold her accountable for staying in the situation is allowing her to face her fear. Running away and causing a fuss or just restraining real quick is not going to help her get over her fear. In fact, it will keep it.
Good girl.
Good girl. Good girl. So a couple interesting things about her. Right here we see this is clearly out of being nervous of the what's going on here, the drama, the noise and everything, the situation. But another reason why she's here is because one of the other red flags with her here that will get her in trouble. She's actually very dominant. So she would not want other dogs to see her in this state right now. It'd be, if we had the whole pack here, she might be acting a little more brave. So with the other dogs, her MO is to find a dog that she knows she can dominate and then proceed to dominate them. And so there's a much different vibe than this. Here, this, it looks like a poor little thing. What's wrong with her? But switch the mode and you'll see her being, you'll say, man, that dog's kind of being a little mean, right? It
shows her teeth, growls.
But also looks for that confrontation.
Yes.
Seeks it.
Seeks out the
so interesting
shy dog.
to see the dynamic here. The big tough dog is afraid of getting her nails done, right? So, which is very much often the case when we have aggressive dogs that have a really bad reputation. They're super nervous of this, you know. They're even more so than average. A lot of them are insecure.
So this is just session 1. Considering how fearful she is of it, we won't dremel her nails today. We'll end it after some good reps of just touching it for her paws.
And we'll
slowly build into a full dremel. Yep.
So that's what got her to retreat.
Not even touching her nail.
Good. So every time I do that and she sees that nothing bad happens, it's just changing her belief system. Right? If we go to do this, and look at my method of correcting. I am correcting her because she's not listening to me. Not because she's afraid, because she's not listening. Right? She knows that. Alright? So she's not like afraid of me. She's nervous in the situation like going to the dentist. In a couple of sessions, she won't be anymore. But
like refusing to offer her paw.
you're not going to be able to say, and I know this is a lovely thought to think that you're going to be able to do this, but I'm not going to, it would be a long shot for me. It would be a long shot for me to be able to counter condition her with, let's say, a high variable. It's not impossible. It would be very lengthy of a process and it would be a pain and maybe you'd even do it. But then she would be like, okay, I'm not afraid, but I still don't want to.
I still don't want to.
And then guess what? You're right back to square one. She's just going to give you a hard time anyway. So guess what? You got to do tough love. All right, we're doing this. It's what's best for you. Relax. And you see how I'm doing it. I correct her when the nonsense comes. And I don't when she's not. It's just nonsense, okay? And she's too old to be acting that way. That's puppy stuff. Good. Look
Good girl.
That was the first time I touched it. Would have been a big no a few minutes ago. She would have ran away. And listen, a lot of dogs, they go through, you've heard before, fight, flight, freeze, right? They'll do them all. Like Julie said, some dogs right here, if they try to flee, they can't. Here comes the bite. So she hasn't tried to bite me, and I appreciate that.
Yes. Good girl. Nice work.
That's it. That's it today. That's it today. Great.
Good girl.